When I first started in this industry, did everyone know who I was, yes or no? No, no one knew who I was. Right? And I just came from the place of adding value. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you that one thing that I'm going to give to you right now, not only will apply to your property business, but also in your current businesses and currently your personal life, and it will grow exponentially. What's the word?
Exponentially.
You can't even measure how fast it grows so fast. Right? It literally, like, one time, like, no one knows who I am. Next minute, it's like, everyone knows who I am. Raise your hand if you like to be in that position. Right? Now, here's the thing. When I started, no one knew who I was. I was just quite good at speaking to people on the phone. That's all I was. The skill developed all the time. And so, for a long time, people used to say to me, I used to go on like forums and networking, and people used to ask questions like, how do you speak to people on the phone? How do you negotiate with motivated sellers? I used to just give them a bit of advice. So I'd say, Peter, I would say, I would pick up the phone and say this to them, and I'd just tell them exactly what to say, exactly what to say. That's it. And so they'd come back and say, oh my God, Johnny, you can't believe it, that really worked. I said, well, that's what I do. And so people started hearing about me. You start hearing about, this John Lee guy, he's really good at speaking with motivated sellers. And so people started emailing me. Yeah, because for me, I just want to add value, I want to add value. So they started emailing and calling and emailing and calling and emailing and more emails would come. And a lot of the questions that people ask is exactly the same question. So what I do, I said, you know what, I'm sick of answering all these questions. It's the same answer all the time. So I'm going to recreate a report. So I wrote a report, and it was called How to Negotiate with Motivated Sellers. Right? Authored by John Lee. Okay, authored by John Lee. And so when people used to email me and say, you know what, read this report first, and then when you're happy with it, if you've got any questions, just give me a call back, and then we take it from there. We thought, okay. So we started doing that for a couple of months. And then what happened is, a chap by the name of Steve Foley, he actually run these networking events for property, and he said, John, we'd quite like you to come and speak at our event. I said, speak? I'm not a speaker. What, in front of people? Yeah. What, like public speaking? No, just come and tell them how it is. I said, okay. So I went along, and there was about 5 people there. I'd never spoken in my life. So I stood there and I was like, hello. I literally lost for words. And I remember walking on stage and knowing everything I was going to say, and then walking on stage and forgetting everything I was going to say. So, and Steve said, go and tell them what you're doing. I said, and all I was just telling them, I said, look, I'm doing property at the moment. I've got a very unique way of helping people move on, and I'm here Steve asked me to come here today to share that with you. And it's very simple. All I do is I literally would just pick up the phone and I would just go through the conversation. And then what I would do is I would play some calls, I would record my calls and let them listen to it. So to say, look, here's what I said. A little bit like how I did with you on day 2, yes? And so that's what I did. And at the end they're asking questions like, so John, what happens if someone says this to you? What happens if someone puts the phone down on you? Or every time I ask people about the mortgages, I always get the phone put down on me. And so that's because you didn't get the permission to ask people whether you're allowed to ask them those type of questions, because it can be quite intrusive. So after the talk, I speak for about an hour, and then people come to me and say, oh John, that was really inspirational, blah, blah, blah. And they say, can you help me do this as well? I said, well, I can. How? They said, well, if I get a lead, can I talk to you about it? I said, okay. So I went home, and obviously from those 5 people, they started telling other people. And I started getting calls saying, hey, I heard you're the guy who can help people do deals. I said, really? I said, no, I said I can help you do it. What does it mean I did do it? And so people would call me up randomly, literally 12 o'clock at night, oh John, I've got this deal, it's a repossession. What do you think I should do? So I had so many people call me, what can I do? Is my time getting sucked up now, yes or no? Yes. I want to help people, and at the same time, can I help every single person? No, I can't. So I said, look, here's the report. So Sooner or later, people start calling me. I got this one phone call. They say, "Hey John, I heard you're the deal closer." Really? So now they're calling me that I've been branded. What's the word? Branded the deal closer. I thought, okay, well, if you say so. They say, and they said, "How much would it cost me for you to call someone to speak to them?" And I went, "Did he just say how much would it cost me?" Yeah. How much would it cost me to pay you to call someone and just negotiate with them? And I went, I didn't know what to say. I just went, £50. He went, good, okay, good. Where can I send you the money? I was like, whoa. Listen to this. I want you to listen to this. This is reality check. Someone's going to pay me £50 to pick up the telephone and make one phone call. Raise your hand if you'd like to pay £50 every time you made a phone call, right? And so I picked up the phone, I made the phone call, I actually recorded it as well. I said, hey, by the way, this is the deal, blah, blah, blah. So I've actually still got the recording. This is the deal, this is why I don't think it's going to be a deal, and here's how you can do it if you can find this. He said, all right, brilliant. Put the phone down. What happens? A couple of weeks later, I get a call from someone else. Hey, is this John Lee? I said, yes. John Lee, the author of How to Negotiate Words with Sales. I said, yes. So now I'm an author now, right? So now I'm seen as an author. I just wrote a stupid little report, right? I said, yes. I said, oh, did you speak with that Darren? Darren sent you a lead and he's passed me over because he says you're really good. That's what you're talking about. I heard your call. I said, oh, okay. Well, what's the call regarding? He said, well, here's the situation. I've got this property, blah, blah, and the same questions over and over and over again, right? So what happens? Word gets around. I get a call from a guy by the name of Just Want Right. Anyone know Just Want Right here? Yeah, from the Box Property. Those guys are unbelievable. They're really, really good people. And I get a call one day and say, hey John, I heard you're the deal closer. And I've heard some really good things about you, and I know you do some really great stuff. And what I'd like to do is come to my event and speak. I thought, oh yeah, I did it last time. It's easy, just a few people. I turn up, I just tell them how it is. So what happens is, what he failed to tell me was that when I turned up, like it was really hard for me to get a parking space. Right? I didn't know law of attraction at the time. And so I turn up and I go, oh God, this is a busy hotel, isn't it? God, well, it's only a holiday inn. Now it's like so many people here. So I go to meet Just One, and Just One, we go, like backstage, and it's like a room. And he says, so John, I'm just going to make it clear. What are you talking about? So I'm talking about, the how to negotiate with us. Yeah. I said, it's okay. I'll just do it like I did last time. He said, what do you mean? I did Steve's, and Steve? Yeah, I know Steve. Yeah. So I'll just like talk to him, because it's only small, isn't it? He said, John, I said, have you been to this event before? I said, no. There's 250 people at this event, right? Say again. There's 250 people at this event. I'm like, now, something that you're talking, your hands start sweating. It's like, oh my God. You go from 5 people to 250 people. Right? It's like crazy. So, when it's like, he comes out and gives me this like big introduction. We have John Lee here, known as the deal closer, the author of How to Negotiate with This. I said, what are you talking about? Please welcome to Mr. John Lee! Yeah! So I put on stage, I'm like, and I just stand there and just freeze. I can't, like sometimes when you look in the audience, there's so many people, it's just like, you don't really see. At that point, I just wanted to just like run out the door. Right? Just never. But then one thing he said, John's doing some amazing work. And again, I just froze. I said, John, tell him what you do. And I just said, I could have died right there on the spot. Anyone ever had one of those moments before? Yeah? Yeah, right. So I'm standing there and I'm looking at people and they're like, and so I go, okay, well, yeah, my name is John Lee. I wrote this report and Just One's just come to ask me to talk about it. And I've just figured out a few ways. There's people asking questions like, so how do you do it? So I started getting into like a more of an interview sort of talk, and then from then it kind of flowed. Like the first time you speak on stage, it's like really nervous. Then when you get into the flow of things, it kind of then they can't even shut me up, right? So I'm starting talking. It's amazing. You know, as a kid, my parents said, God. Like, it was me and my brother. My brother talks a lot, and I talk a lot as well. He talks a lot more than me. And he said, "Oh, yeah, trust me. Like, you think I'm bad, right? He's like 10 times me by 10. That's what he's like. And then shut up." So when we used to be around in the Chinese meals and in the restaurants, "Oh yeah, your son talks a lot, tons a lot." I used to get told off for talking a lot. Right? But it's just ironic that now I do this professionally, right? It's like, "Chee-chee." And so I'm stood there, and at the end of the talk, people say, "Oh my God, that was really good. That tip that you gave me," just start asking just a few questions and giving instructions, it helped me so much. And people come up to me and they say, "Oh, by the way, you know that just what we're saying, you have like a report or something, but how to negotiate?" "Yeah, I wrote the report." "Okay, brilliant. How much is it?" Sorry? "How much is it?" In my mind, it's free, right? In my mind. When someone asks you how much I got, £50? And they're just pulling money out, and then when one person pulls out, they all start coming out, and they start giving me money, like people throwing money at you. Raising like people to throw money at you, right? So at this point, like people like, they're buying this stuff. I got this report, like snatching from my hands, like, whoa! And then I get all these emails from people literally saying, they'll send me the report and then do this stuff. Literally, I went from knowing nothing, just from helping people, from giving people value, to getting to a place where I got known as being a deal closer. And as I started to do more and more and more events, in fact, if you go to Google, type in deal closer, I guess he comes up number 1 in the world. Thank you. But I'll show you all how to do that, yes? It's very, very easy way to do it.